status based on assumptions. In the 8 weeks since I assumed office, I have embarked on a personal tour of our teaching hospitals and our regional hospitals, in all 15 of them across the country. I wanted to see the situation for myself, to listen, to learn, and to understand the realities behind the statistics. What I found was both inspiring and heartbreaking. Inspiring because of the extraordinary dedication of our doctors, nurses, health workers, etc., who continue to serve with much devotion despite overwhelming odds. Heartbreaking because in many of those facilities, life-saving machines are more functioning. Wards lack critical machines, and patients wait in pain for services that should be readily available. This is not someone else's story. This is Ghana's health story. This is the story of a nation that has built a world-class energy industry that still struggles to teach its people the basic right to survive illness, and it will happen to anyone. Imagine a country where our hospitals are fully equipped with advanced diagnostic and treatment technologies, such as the MRIs, the CT scans, the radiotherapy units, and the dialysis machines. In such a Ghana, no one, and I mean no one, will have to travel miles in search of healthcare or medical assistance in times of health crisis. Because when crisis strikes, it does not ask for your political balance, your title, or your bank balance. The only question that matters in that moment is, will you get the help you need to live in your time of medical need? Every day in this country, families sell their homes, trade their savings, and take loans they may never be able to repay, all in the desperate hope of buying one more chance at life. The cost of treatment for cancer, kidney disease, heart conditions, etc., runs into tens of thousands of cities that eventually makes families poorer. This is why the Ghana Medical Trust Fund was born. When His Excellency John Dramani Mahama conceived this initiative, he envisioned a Ghana where no one is left behind in the fight for health. The Ghana Medical Trust Fund, established by Act 1144, is not just an institution, it is a promise. A promise that financial action will never determine who gets to live. A promise born from compassion, wisdom, and a deep belief that every Ghanaian life matters. The Ghana Medical Trust Fund was created to complement the National Health Insurance Scheme, to stand in the gap for those living with chronic, non-communicable disease, cancers, kidney failure, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, conditions that silently steal lives and livelihoods across this nation. Our mission is bold. We are providing financial assistance for approved persons accessing specialized medical care for chronic disease treatment. We are investing in medical equipment and infrastructural development. We are providing financial support for training of specialist doctors, nurses, and other health professionals. Last but not least, we are supporting medical research relevant to chronic diseases and care. This vision is not only about machines and medicine. It is about something deeper: dignity, fairness, and compassion. It is about conviction that good health is not a privilege reserved for the few, but a right for all. That is why this year's conference is revitalizing Ghana's petroleum exploration and production sector, driving innovation and redefining local content for a competitive energy economy resonates deeply with us. Because local content is not only about rigs, refineries, or contracts. It's about the people, the men and women who power the rigs, maintain your plants, balance your accounts, and keep your industries running. These people are your greatest resource, and when they are unwell, the entire system weakens. When we invest in health, we invest in productivity. When we retool our hospitals, we build stability. When we save lives, we build a stronger lives. So today, I extend not an appeal, but an invitation to every company and every partner in this room. Stand with us, partner with us, because standing with the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, in truth, is standing with yourself, with your workforce, with your families, with the very people who make your success possible. Illness knows no wrong, no sector, no boundary. When we lift one Ghanaian out of medical despair, we lift an entire nation a little higher. This is a national call, a call to conscience, to compassion, and to collective action. We welcome your financial support, yes, but what we seek even more are long-term partnerships, sustainable collaborations that change destinies. Through joint donor programs, we co-fund initiatives and share innovation. We can equip hospitals, train specialists, and give every Ghanaian living with chronic illness a genuine second chance in life. We therefore invite all companies present here to integrate the Ghana Medical Trust Fund into their corporate social responsibility framework. Let health become a standing pillar of your CSR commitment. By aligning your corporate purpose with national well-being, you will not only save lives, but also build stronger, healthier, more productive communities, the very foundation on which your businesses thrive. Let us be the generation that said no Ghanaian should die because health came late. Let us be the generation that retooled our hospitals as strong as our ambitions, and a healthcare system that reflects our humanity. Because a healthy workforce builds a healthy industry, and a healthy industry builds a stronger, prouder, and a more resilient Ghana. So together, let us not only light our oil fields, let us light up our regional and teaching hospitals with hope, with dignity, and with life. As we do, may these words echo on after this conference is over, that the Ghana Medical Trust Fund is not just a policy, it is a torchlight to bring hope to everybody suffering chronic disease. A torch that reminds us all that truly Mama cares. Thank you very much.
Well, family and friends are really organized, but we can't help it. And so, Madam Bobia will do the presentation there. And Bobia, if I may, whilst you are basically looking at it, I started something as more than 10 years ago. Please add in front of the curators to it. We started the project about 10, 12 years ago, 10 years ago. Our target was to be 120 curators. We started with a thing called global charities. That's 62 meters so far. We'll be happy to just tag along and hold on to your good skills so that when you get to the field, you pass it on to us as well. The third pattern I was talking about was the recipient of 3 infant incubators. Unfortunately, as you mentioned, when you go there, it's an eyesore. It looks as if the hospital itself needs medical care.
It's true.
That is what it is. And the reason why I'm passionate about what you're doing is that because of local challenges, we've traveled all over the country, 62 kilometers, you go to some hospitals and you realize that this hospital is something to be cared for. And we're privileged, all of us are thinking we're privileged. Some of us flew here, some of us thinking our private vehicles, driven by drivers, chauffeurs, whatever you want to call them. But when you step out of the comfort zone and you go to places where other Ghanaians are living, there's much more that I want to share with you very quickly. One went to the program hospital with 2 kilometers, and the woman with phobia printed all the incubators there were in use. When she came to program hospital, all the incubators were in use as well. Now look at the distance from phobia people, you know the distance. And here's a woman who had a baby barely 3 days prior. When they got there, they were doing a rotation of infants' babies, preterm. So instead of having your child in that incubator for say 4 days, 3 days, 5 days, they rotate. So you put your baby in there for maybe 45 minutes. Take the baby out and you come ready and you go where the mothers get the babies close to them so they can have it. And then somebody else takes their child. And this is cool. This is not Wokoro. This is where we have a lot of rich businessmen and women. And they are hospital. And the woman came before we have. Now, for those of you who've been to maternity walk, or you've been to where things are, you know, for you women, I'm very suspecting, but when a woman is ready to give birth, she is not normal. She acts very hysterical sometimes. Because she's going through an extremely difficult period where she's about to bring another child, let him come into the world. Now this woman is starting the corridor of the medical center, that is the really kind of testing area. And she's almost there. And she's confused. And she's inconsolable. She's just lost the child. And we are all standing there. What can I tell her? Do you tell her it is okay? Or do you tell her it will be fine? I mean, what you tell you the one in that circumstance? She's just not even all the way from California. It's like 2 hours drive. Only to fight 10 15 minutes after the ride. So fantastic job you're doing. I'm happy you're doing it. And I pray that you are doing that. Please be happy with you that we will let it for you. I will give you the credit. Ladies and gentlemen, the first thing I mentioned, yesterday I mentioned as well, yesterday I'll quickly remind you. We are all nice, interesting, distinguished people here. But as I say, there's no art to tell the nice construction in the face. So if you happen to want to step out, bring in your laptops, your bags, or other valuables. That nicely dressed person next to you is seen as an answer to the prayer. So I just want to remind you. And I also want to acknowledge the Marine Police. We actually have the Marine Police in here, and they are dressed like us. So you may not notice that they are providing security for us in here. So just in case you get caught, I will not go there. So Marine Police, wherever you are, use the few of us somewhere. Thank you very much. Our next presentation is from the Ghana Maritime Authority. And I'd like to invite Mr. George to do us the honors please remember you have 10 minutes and we will. Shall we welcome them, please? Thank you very much.
So the reason why we are sharing this out tomorrow is that I want to bring to the stakeholders the relevance of the camouflage regulations. That this is the time for us to ensure that most Ghanaians for what is in their national level. So the camouflage regulations started, the draft bill was in 2017. The bill was passed in 2021 and in February 2022 the scope of the regulation defined camouflage as a level maritime transport or maritime trade for Ghanaian citizens or Ghanaian registered companies. Now, what are the advantages? It's important because it ensures that Ghana benefit from the maritime regulation and then also to promote local participation for economic relations and maritime development. Now, let's look at the regulation. The regulation has about 95 and it goes to the regulation talks about application, the restriction of engaging or vessels to engage in local trade. That spells out the modality of the restriction requirements for Ghanaian vessels and transporters. The engagement of vessels in local trade actions to also engaging and exchanging life to engage in trade in the local the local maritime systems, the exemption clauses, the remuneration, the enforcement and implementation, and then there is fiscal contribution, as well as the legal conditions, we talk about fines, etc. Now the eligible vessels include passenger vessels, FPS, and any other craft or vessels for carriage on or underwater or small vessels. Property or infrastructure. So you get travel or another water, etc. is registered other regulations are one, where the knowledge of the maritime domain has to be registered in one by 75% of the and 50% of officers who are Ghanaian citizens of which an equal amount must be at operational level. Revenue from the Federal Charter of revenue from the Federal Charter combined with all the other regional state agreements will also be used. I've heard that these have been given right?